All right, here we go. Full self-driving, beta. We're not worried about copyright infringement because we're not doing this for the bucks. We're doing this to show the true story of full self-driving beta, the good with the bad. Blue line here means we are engaged. The software is driving the car. We are rocking 11.4.4, same as previous videos. No updates for a bit. And
turn left onto Seldom Seen Road.
We are going to pickle the ball. Good pump up music.
Now turn left onto Seldom Seen Road.
Got a wave. Always good to get a wave from your neighbors. All right, so here we go. Unprotected left. We're at a stop sign. Creeping forward for visibility. Gotta be honest with you, not sure how we're gonna do here. Did all right. That was pretty good. Pretty simple stuff, actually. No cars coming. Sometimes with cars coming, it can struggle there. So looks like we've got 1.2 miles before we're gonna make a right-hand turn, but we're most likely, almost certainly going to witness a horrible disengagement on this route. I'm glad that it's taken this route because, as you can see, we're driving a really simple 2-lane double yellow, and the route is just straight with this little turn here we're about to hit, where it's not really a turn, but I'm gonna let the car do the work. I'm gonna show you, and you're probably gonna see me initiate a disengagement. And sorry about that, Mike. So look, the car gets confused here, and it thinks we're turning right into this guy's driveway. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Okay, we're disengaged. That was terrible. No one behind us, so I was allowed to let it do that, but we're gonna report it. Horrible, urgent disengagement, guys. Common repeat disengagement, urgent repeat disengagement. Thank you. All right, so that was pretty bad. I'm like perplexed at how software, which can do really good in much more complicated situations, can get so screwed up there every time. I mean, that was actually the furthest I let it go. Normally it'll try to go to the right, and I'll just grab the wheel. There, I just let it keep going, and it did. It looked like it was like turned into that guy's driveway, then it stopped. Obviously, if there was a car behind us, that'd be bad news. So we reported that to the team. We called it an urgent disengagement. Hopefully that helps. Now we're coming up to a stop sign and a right-hand turn onto another double. 2-lane road, double yellow. Should not be too difficult. Do need to creep and get visible. There are some cars coming, so it hits the accelerator, gets us out there. Pretty good. And that's pretty simple stuff. Now here we have another little turn that is actually much steeper. I don't know what the word is for a turn. Much more of a narrow turn than the one that it just blew, and it does fine with it. And up here we're gonna have another turn. It's a bit more narrow, and it's gonna do fine with this. It's actually accelerating into this one. Now we're decelling a little bit, but I mean these are really no different than the one that it just blew. So I'm very confused at what it's getting confused over. That said, rest of this drive, about 1.5 miles on this 2-lane road, should be pretty easy. Another Tesla approaching, nice looking Model Y. Give him a wave. I'm not sure. I think he thought I was a nerd. Oh, the camera keeps tilting, guys. Sorry about that. I'll keep adjusting it. I don't know why it keeps tilting. My mountain game is not the strongest.
In 1 mile, enter the roundabout and take the 3rd exit.
So this is some of my favorite FSD Beta driving, when there's really nothing to do, nowhere to go. No one can pass us. We can't pass anyone. We can just let the car drive itself, and we could be more of a monitor, safety monitor. Right now, you can't see, but I've got my left hand on the wheel. My vision is kind of all over here where I'm looking ahead. I'm also able to look more to my sides. Of course, the car is keeping keeping track 360 degrees. I think it's only using the front-facing cameras to drive, but it does know what's around us at all times, which is nice. For those of you who aren't playing pickleball yet, I think there's a couple people out there still that haven't played. Yeah, good luck with that. All right, we're gonna approach this roundabout. I'll straighten the camera out a bit more, try to figure out why it keeps dragging. Let's see how we do on this roundabout. It's got to stay on the inside lane. So there's 2 lanes here. It can choose staying on the inside one. That's pretty easy. And it's got to take the 3rd exit. So let's see how it does. Put our turn signal on, which is kind of weird. Then I took it off. Now it's hesitating, but it's entering, it's going, it's entering, it's going. So it's pretty slow. So that guy just went in front of us. We probably got usurped a little bit there. And here we got to stay behind this white van. Let's see how we do. Let's see how we do. All right, van, you gonna get over? Van gets over. All right. All right, we'll call that a B plus, A minus on the roundabout. Maybe could have gone a little faster on the entrance, but it did its job. So unfortunately the map data is incorrect for this particular pickleball spot. I think I've talked about this on a previous video where Beta wants to drive us straight through this intersection, but the pickleball courts are actually to the left. You can't get to them if you go straight. So I will have to initiate a disengagement and take over. There's no easy way to just like click on it and say drive me this way. So that'll be the end of the Beta driving today. Couple last thoughts. Nothing new really. It's pretty common to use the software just like I did. There are thousands of us testers all over the place who use it all day, every day, just like this. We disengage when we need to change directions or if there's a weird random thing like that. But for the most part, you saw me leave my driveway and the software get me to where I need to go. So it's pretty cool. So the claims of vaporware are ridiculous and disingenuous, but claims of removing the steering wheel and the car being, feature complete or whatever they call it they're also disingenuous. That's not happening anytime soon. Certainly not in 2023. I know there are people predicting robo-taxi drives in 2024. If that were to happen, it would be in a very limited area. I highly, highly doubt that there would be. I see your dog guy. I'm not going to run him over. Maybe keep him on the leash though. I highly doubt that there would be any kind of like coast-to-coast robo-taxi offering in 2024 with no steering wheel in the car. That's just not going to happen. So we're here. We've arrived. We're first, which is kind of how we like to be, just like we play. And that's it for this one. We will do another video soon. In the meantime, if you have any questions about full self-driving beta or Tesla in general, I'm always happy to chat with you on X.